Imagine a world where the boundaries between species blur, giving rise to creatures that seem straight out of a fantasy novel. But this isn't fiction. It's happening right now, and climate change is the driving force. Meet the Grue jay, a mesmerizing bird that's half blue jay, half green jay, and a stark reminder of how our planet is transforming. This isn't just a quirky discovery. It's a harbinger of the ecological shifts we're bound to see as temperatures rise and habitats change. The story begins with Brian Stokes, a graduate student at the University of Texas, who stumbled upon this peculiar bird while studying the green jay. Green jays, typically tropical dwellers, had been inching northward, a staggering 124 miles over recent decades, due to climate change. One day, while scrolling through Facebook birding posts, Stokes noticed a photo shared by a birder named Donna. She posted this weird-looking bird and was asking what it was, Stokes recalls. Donna thought it might be a blue jay with a genetic mutation, but Stokes suspected something far more intriguing. Teaming up with his advisor, ecologist Tim Keat, Stokes tracked down the bird near San Antonio in 2023. Using a mist net, they captured it and made a fascinating observation. The bird was socializing with blue jays, mimicking their calls, but also producing the distinct vocalizations of green jays. After drawing blood for analysis and attaching a leg band, they released it. The lab results confirmed their hunch. The bird was a hybrid, with a green jay mother and a blue jay father, a first for non-captive populations. Their findings were published earlier this month in Ecology and Evolution, https://wiley.com/doi/10.1002 ECE3.72148. But here's where it gets controversial. While hybrid species are common in plants, they're rarer in animals, with only 10 to 15% of bird species known to hybridize. Yet, as climate change pushes species into new territories, these encounters are becoming more frequent. It's an interesting sign of what is potentially to come in climate change and biodiversity shifts, Stokes notes. But just because species meet, doesn't mean they'll mate. Both blue jays and green jays are territorial and aggressive, so their hybridization was a surprise. We had assumed they would be really antagonistic to one another, Stokes admits. So far, only one Grue jay has been spotted, leaving scientists wondering, is this a one-off or the start of something bigger? This isn't an isolated incident. Other climate-driven hybrids, like the Pizzly bear, a grizzly polar bear mix, and the narwhal beluga offspring, have been documented. And it's not just about hybrids. Species ranges are overlapping in unprecedented ways. Southern and northern flying squirrels, or black-capped and Carolina chickadees, are now sharing habitats due to shifting temperatures. We expect that climate will shift species ranges, leading to hybridization, says Scott Taylor, a biologist at the University of Colorado. We're seeing this across the globe. And this is the part most people miss. While hybrids like the Grue jay are fascinating, many are sterile, meaning they won't spawn new species. Taylor points out that the Grue jay is likely infertile and reproductively isolated, so its impact on blue jays or green jays may be minimal. We need time to know, he cautions. David Toes, a biologist at Pennsylvania State University, adds that climate-induced hybridization is just one of many threats birds face. Most species face a multitude of other dangers, primarily habitat loss, he explains. Hybridization seems pretty far down the list. For Stokes, the discovery was a delightful oddity. It's just two really charismatic species and a funky little bird in the end, he says. But it raises a bigger question. As climate change continues to reshape ecosystems, how many more hybrids will we see? And what does this mean for the future of biodiversity? What do you think? Is hybridization a fascinating adaptation or a troubling sign of ecological disruption? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's spark a conversation about the future of our planet's species.